Welcome to this midway exclusive TNA Knockout Gauntlet featuring the most dominant force to date in the division, Awesome Kong. Oh yeah, the Knockouts have taken TNA by storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a non-title Knockout Gauntlet match. Introducing the first two participants. First, from Congo Square, New Orleans, Louisiana, Roxy Lupo.
We will start off with two competitors in the ring. Every 60 seconds, we will bring another knockout in. You're eliminated by being tossed over the top and down to the floor. When we get down to the final two, it's a one-on-one match, pin or submission.
And the second participant from Minneapolis, Minnesota, ODB.
Oh yeah, she's wild. She's crazy. She's the ODB. You've never seen anything like her. But that's one thing I've got to say about the TNA Knockout division. It is the best women's division in professional wrestling. And this gauntlet match for these two, Roxy Laveau and ODB, is going to be about survival because they have to outlast everybody. In this case, it's a disadvantage to be the two that start the match. You've got to find a way to get some rest when you can, Mike, because to survive, you're going to have to last a long time.
And you really hit the key word, survival. That's what this is all about. Of course, you've got to be competitive. Of course, you've got to try and eliminate the opponents in this Knockouts Gauntlet match. But bottom line, survive. Get to the final two. At that point, adjust, adapt your strategy, change your game plan, because at that point it is a one-on-one match. And rather than trying to eliminate your opponent by tossing her over the top rope and down to the floor, then you're trying to beat your opponent by either pinfall or submission, as we see ODB and the Voodoo Queen hook it up.
Well, they're trying to show who's stronger as you see Roxy Laveau challenging ODB. Sends her into the ropes, but ODB able to slide on the legs, and here's that strength she's got. She's just unbelievable. She just scoops her and slams her.
The power game of ODB, and as we've talked about, Don, maybe outside of Awesome Kong, the most powerful knockout on the TNA roster. Nice extension of the leg, drops down across the chest with the leg drop. Let's see who's next.
The next participant, Miss Jacqueline.
Well, Miss Jacqueline, you talk about a fighter. You talk about tough. We've seen this woman lose teeth in the middle of the ring, and she never stopped wrestling. She can brawl with anybody, and she's showing it right here, just throwing those rights at ODB.
Yeah, maybe the best brawler among the TNA Knockouts. And if you don't believe us, just ask the other TNA Knockouts, and they will tell you exactly what they think of Jacqueline.
Hey, you ask some of the men that have been in the ring with Jacqueline, and they'll tell you the same thing. As Roxy Laveau catches ODB from behind in the back of the head. This is the kind of matchup where if you can, you work with somebody for a while. Anything you can do to take the load completely off of yourself will work. But you better have eyes in the back of your head, and you better not trust anybody.
At the same time, that association that you do have, it's probably just momentary. Probably just for that moment, just for that time being, because it boils down to every knockout for herself.
And now the time's up. Nobody's been eliminated yet. Who's going to be next? Oh, wait a minute, ODB?
ODB's out.
Just hit the floor, and here comes Tracy.
First elimination in this Midway Games exclusive Knockout Gauntlet, yes, is ODB. She's been tossed out. Tracy Brooks is the fourth competitor in the gauntlet, but we're now down to 3 alive. Oh, look at that. She just took Jacqueline and used her like a battering ram, used her like a weapon. Comes right back and off the side slam. Look at Tracy Brooks go. Look at her fly with those knees into the back of Roxy Laveau.
She's on fire here, Mike, and she's just doing everything she wants to. And remember, she came in fresh, and she's just sending Jacqueline one way and Roxy another. And look at that clothesline. As Miss Brooks, oh, but Tracy forgot about Jacqueline, and that's something you just can't do.
One of the things when we were talking about Jacqueline that we didn't point out, she's probably the most experienced of all the TNA Knockouts, and it just showed right there.
But look at this, able to get her eliminated as Christy Hemme comes to the ring.
Miss Jacqueline has been eliminated.
Miss Jacqueline is out. I mean, she's got that experience edge. But it's tough when Tracy Brooks is prepared, ready for you, able to drop down, and Jacqueline, the second knockout, eliminated. Here's Christy Hemme.
Well, Christy Hemme using the splits to her advantage twice in a row. Setting up for something here, I'm not sure what. But Roxy Laveau, catches her by the hair, but look at that. Christy Hemme hits her with a jawbreaker.
Yeah, kind of an inverted jawbreaker from behind that time, and now takes Roxy by the hair and drives her face first from the top to the middle to the bottom turnbuckle and then all the way down to the mat.
Well, Christy Hemme again on fire, just showing how fresh she is. Nice drop kick right into Roxy Laveau, and think about it. Roxy Laveau has been out here from the very beginning. Tracy already over there hurting on one side. That's Christy Hemme doing whatever she wants. But now, here comes the first ever TNA Knockout Champion, Gail Kim.
And really, in the minds of many people, many interested observers, they will tell you that Gail Kim, yeah, she was that one TNA knockout that really put the division on the map. You can make an argument about Gail Kim or Awesome Kong and the role that they played in establishing this TNA knockout division. But let's be honest, Gail Kim was the first ever TNA knockout champion, as you mentioned. And to me, she epitomizes what this TNA knockout division is all about.
You know what? We've got so much talent in the women's division, but when it comes to a pure wrestling standpoint, I think Gail Kim may be the best that the world has ever seen. She can do so many things. As you see Tracy Brooks do a knife edge chop on Christy Hemme, and listen to the sound of that. Oh, but she misses on that one, and Christy Hemme comes back with a right of her own.
6 knockouts in, 2 have already been eliminated, 4 competing. Let's see who's next.
The next participant, Raka Khan.
Now you talk about intimidating. Yes, we talk about Awesome Kong, but how about the newest freak? Scott Steiner's newest freak, Raka Khan. I mean, this woman's like 6'3". She's unbelievable, intimidating, and she grabs Christy Hemme by the hair and just flings her to the mat.
Wow, just tossed her directly across the ring. She challenges Tracy Brooks to come at her. Drops her. Here goes the Voodoo Queen. First the knee, right into the midsection. Big scoop. Raka Khan with the slam on Roxy Laveau. Uh-oh, the claw hold to the top of the head of Gail Kim and just tossed her down. Christy Hemme, cross body block. Raka Khan catches her in mid-move.
Look at this, she just got her helpless. There's nothing Christy Hemme can do. And Christy Hemme hits the floor and is eliminated.
Christy Hemme down and out. Tracy Brooks trying to mount an offense against Raka Khan. Good luck, Tracy.
She goes right into the boot as here comes Velvet Sky. One thing about her, yeah, she's sexy. She's got those incredible looks, but you better not take her for granted because she'll come right after you. And she goes right after Raka Khan, and look at that look on Raka Khan's face.
And now she grabs Velvet Sky again in that claw hold type position. Just throttles her right at the top of the head. As she charges in, Velvet Sky able to get the boot up. That one kind of surprised me. Gonna try and spring off the middle rope. Gonna try and go for a DDT here while Raka Khan fights her off.
Wow, look at this. Raka Khan's got her by the head. That size, that strength.
Wow!
And there goes Velvet Sky to the floor. She didn't have a chance.
Velvet Sky eliminated, tossed out. Raka Khan just sends out both Christy Hemme and then Velvet Sky. You see the countdown clock. 4 competitors still alive in the ring. Let's see who we add.
Look at the 3 working together. Tracy Brooks, Gail Kim, Roxy Laveau, all trying to get Raka Khan eliminated, but they can't do it. And here comes Angelina Love. As you see Raka Khan holding on for dear life.
I think this is a great strategy by the girls involved, and let's see if Angelina Love is going to join in, and she does, and it took 4 to eliminate Raka Khan, tossing her over the top. Raka Khan is out of this knockout gauntlet.
Well, we talked about it. There are times when you have to work together, and they did, as Angelina Love gets that big kick right on the face of Gail Kim, and look at that cross body block, and then she grabs Roxy Laveau's head and just pounds her to the mat.
But Tracy Brooks is there to follow up. Off the knife edge chop, she grabs Angelina Love. Takes her up out of that fireman's carry position, but then out of nowhere, Angelina comes up with an arm drag to counter.
Boy, she did. She just stayed with it, and man, she just nailed Tracy Brooks perfectly as Angelina Love trying to find a way to get Tracy Brooks over the top rope. And here comes Salinas, the member of LAX.
You're right, the female representative of the Latin American Exchange slides under that bottom rope, and now she's alive. She's active in this Knockout Gauntlet match. It's Salinas in representing LAX and squaring off against Angelina Love.
Look at Angelina Love. Oh, Angelina Love has been eliminated. Salinas just went right after her, but she better pay attention because Gail Kim just creamed her in the back with a drop kick. And you can see her send Salinas all the way to the floor that quickly.
You don't have a chance to celebrate in a match like this, and that's where the inexperienced Salinas, let's just say that's what her downfall was. Excited about making the elimination, has her back turned to Gail Kim, and then immediately gets tossed over the top, down to the floor, and eliminated.
How about Roxy Laveau? As you see the teamwork, trying to work on her to get her eliminated, she has been in this match from the beginning. She has survived from the beginning, and here she comes.
In the Knockout Gauntlet, Awesome Kong.
Remember the words of our TV director, David Sahadi, when it comes to the TNA Knockout division. He calls it the eclectic mix of both beauty and brawn, and the brawn has just arrived in the form of Awesome Kong.
Oh, Awesome Kong, the most intimidating female wrestler I've ever seen. Here she's got Gail Kim up, and she creams her with the implant buster. Just unbelievable how powerful she is. And it's one of those that she gets inside your head from the beginning. You see Tracy Brooks and Roxy Laveau working together as a team. Anything they can do to try to stop her.
Gonna try and go for the double team suplex. Kong holding on. Boy, it's tough. Kong rarely leaves her feet, and that time she answers by suplexing both Tracy Brooks and the Voodoo Queen overhead. Raisha Saeed, the associate of Awesome Kong, looks on approvingly from ringside. Look out! Double stack in the corner as Kong just rammed Tracy Brooks right into Roxy, and there goes Tracy. Good night.
Brooks has been eliminated.
Oh, Tracy Brooks just gets thrown over the top, as does Roxy Laveau.
Has been eliminated.
They tried to work together, but they couldn't. But we have seen these two. Gail Kim has so much heart. She shows no fear when it comes to Awesome Kong, and that's just the kind of heart she has. She'll go right after you.
Well, the gauntlet portion of this matchup is now over. We now go to the one-on-one bout. You see referee Rudy Charles slide in. We're going to decide this by pin or submission. It's Awesome Kong and Gail Kim, and Gail's in trouble. Attempt at the Awesome Bomb by Kong. Oh, and then that sit-down splash, and fortunately for Gail Kim, she was able to slide out of the way.
Well, that speed came in handy there as she realized it was going to be all over. I'm not talking about the match, maybe her career, but look at Gail Kim. She sees a spot, a door opens, and she goes through, kicking her right in the back. Nice drop kick to the face of Awesome Kong.
Directed right into the face of Kong was that drop kick. She measures, waits for Kong to get to her feet. As soon as she does, Gail unleashes another drop kick. That one didn't take Kong down. Kong using the ring ropes to hold herself up. Gail from the top. Missile drop kick.
That's how you do it. Go to the top rope, get that force, that momentum, and the pin. So close. The 2 count couldn't quite get it to 3.
Everything but the 3 count for Gail Kim. Perfect execution of the missile drop kick. Right on top of Kong with the pin attempt, but not able to put her away. Look at that movement. Look at that agility by Gail Kim.
What she has to do, though, at every step of the way, she can't let up her second. Face plants her. What a move by Gail Kim. She's got Awesome Kong in a position you don't see.
Roll her over.
1,
Hook the leg.
2,
And
got it. No, she just couldn't do it.
just this close to a victory for Gail Kim. She had Awesome Kong down, but not out. Again, this time from the middle rope. Gail caught in mid-move. Look out below.
Oh, the Awesome Bomb. She goes right into it, and it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Knockout Gauntlet, Awesome Kong.
Despite tough competition, Awesome Kong does it. She is victorious, and she remains dominant in the Knockout division. For Don West, I'm Mike Tenay. Thanks very much for watching this exclusive Midway Games Knockout Gauntlet.